Shit. Ruby C. Yeah, Mark. Target Ruby C. Alright, going back to Ruby C. Let's see if I can find this guy. Hopefully he's not too far. Good chocobo. Oh yeah, the three summons, yeah. Time to collect the reward. All right. There we go. Bam. Oh, I gotta collect more than one. Shit. Okay, not a big deal. I'll just keep collecting until I get what I need. That's all. Medium birding. Interesting. Same thing from before. 17. I don't think I sold anything yet. Yep. See? Nothing. Oh, nothing. Nothing. No sale so far. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let me see here. Tennessee. I should use that for my Dark Knight for now. Give us something. Let's see, what did I get this Dark Knight? So this one is a trouser? Yes. Let's see, can I give it more Tennessee? Nope, Tennessee's already kept. Determination, I really don't want to get determination. Let's see here. Not the 12 one anyway. Obviously I'm not gonna get Dex. Skill speed, no, I mean I could, but not really. Strength, Vital, that's just already cancelled. Really determination I need to just add in. Yep, that's how far you do. Hey, what's going on, Blue Titan? If I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, lurking is fine. Thank you for coming by the stream. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's try. It's gonna go to Wagner Reach. There we go. Just so I can get those two materia. I might as well just put it on the armor. It'll help me out. Got my little Halloween Chocobo. He's all nice and ready. Determination. Is it determination I gotta get? Yes, it is, that's right.
Mi amor, ¿quieres comer?
Sí, está bien.
¿Sí?
Yeah.
¿Porque no has comido?
No, gracias.
Ok, mi amor. ¿Quieres darme aquel plato? Me lo llevo de una vez.
Oh.
Mira, aquella lata te la saqué de allí porque están poniendo el Steam.
Sí, está bien.
Está ahí, pero es porque yo la saqué de allí por el Steam.
Está bien.
Ok, yo te traigo el desayuno.
Gracias. Yeah, it's alright, no, Mom. Let me see here. Sweet mother. Oops. Okay, so this is already ready for now. Save it. Get back on my red mage for a second. And going to I'm gonna do one more dungeon run. I want to start doing something else. Let's look at the creation already done. Only need like about 50 more. Yeah, I'll say 50 more, so whatever. Just so I can get the enough creation to get another 330 armor. I'm probably gonna get the ring though, because I definitely need to change that ring that I currently have right now. This is at 310, and I really need to change that. Let me see. Let me repair some of my equipment. Can't have that being damaged. And okay, let's see here. When the fight's gonna start? Oh, a long time. Okay, well, sometime it happens sooner though, so let's see what happens. Well, we're waiting. Let's see, journey. Story quest. I don't know how I started, but I didn't get to finish it. So let's see here. Speak with resident of the Amigo Quarter. I'll find. Where is that at? That's a lock. Okay. I know exactly where this is at. Starting point there. Oh, there it goes. Bang. One, I gotta speak to three NPCs here. Just skip the whole blah 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 talk. And that's the next one. Blah 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 blah. Okay, done. Next one. You can see by the door, exit door or something. Nope, there we go. Okay, that's done. Let's see what's the next one. Oh, go somewhere else. Let's see here. Fly up the stairs there. Or not. Right here. Okay, so what's next on this agenda? Report to Alpha. Okay, where's it at? Gates. Very at the gates. Okay. No problemo. This place is still like a maze though. I get lost around here. Okay, cool. I think I've managed to find my way. There we go. Okay, what's the cutscene? Since we're all here, I wanted to share what we learned. And they're seeking adventure in some type of dungeon they're looking for. I'm just gonna skip the whole, you know, talk, because I don't want to spoil it for other people who play this game. Did you believe Errol's tale? His fears seem genuine. He seems to be lying. No. If he's afraid, that does lend credence of the tale. Yada. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, you're all gonna go in there, okay? Don't do that. I wasn't all pretense. I'm sorry, but you're right. My father was an imperial army, a man of Garlean blood. I trust you know what I mean when I say that my Alamedian mother did not welcome my rivals. As I grew, she would check my bro over and over, convinced that a spot on my skin was an emerging third eye, like the kind you see in pure blood Garlean. My mother did not care for this taunting reminder of my heritage and took up a knife, wore paint stirs to cover the scar. Right. In the end, she turned me out into the street and I was left to hunt the alleyways of Alameda, a feral child who got what he needed through begging, cunning, and worse. Shit. The best I can say about the years that followed is that I survived, but I hated the animals I become. The animal I become. Eventually, I left the city behind and joined a group of refugees bound to the other side of the wall. It was then that I turned to adventuring, and that road led me into the company of the Scions. I tell you this so that you understand. I know all too well what poverty and the hunger can do to a person. I drew steel on ordinary folks with a measly crust of bread. With Theodoric gold, I could spare my countrymen the shame of living like that. Thank you, Arenville, and I apologize. How can I have been pleasant to recall, but I felt it best to be clear in our intentions. Well, Kato, you're content to surrender the treasures. That's right.
Estoy haciendo café, ¿está bien?
Okay, that's right. I got it.
Café nuevo.
That's right. Okay. Blah 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 blah. I'm gonna skip all that. We all know they're all gonna go to a dungeon and they're gonna raid it and all this other stuff. Tennessee, skill speed, critical skill speed. Oh, I don't know what's even good out of this. Miso, critical hit rate. Pretty much all the same, really. I'll get the miso. Put it in the auction house for sale or something. Oops. Wrong NPC. Damn Choco. Mad King Troll. I guess I'm gonna be unlocking this new dungeon. Okay. So where am I heading to now? In this story. Okay, that's not that far. I could definitely fly there. Skip this. Okay, where we gotta go now? Okay, more flying. Okay. I'm assuming he's under there. Or in there or something. There's nothing out here. I'm assuming he's inside the water. Let's see. Uh-huh. And I knew it. It looks like a passageway. You discover a passageway that appears to lead under the palace foundations. Press on and find out where it goes. Okay. I want to press on with my... You know what? I'm going to use my broomstick. Wham! Whee! Stone door. You come to worn stone wall door. Standing tempting ajar, it would appear you have found an entrance into the subterranean ruins. And someone's ringing. Quito, it's Alfonad. We have searched the prison beneath the palace and found the door concealed with enchantments. Have you talked to the report? Trying to say found the door, whatever. And you believe it leads to the ruins. Excellent. Then I suppose that we proceed from the respective entry point. Tell them to meet somewhere in the middle. Okay, so meet me somewhere. So, okay. It's unlocked. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. With that, I'm going to... That's right. With that, I'm going to go to my state. And start the dungeon. Hopefully it'll start soon. Let's see here. Dungeon. Clear this out. Yeah, I'm gonna withdraw from that. Adjoining city. There we go. And that's the only one that I want to do right now. 17 minutes. Okay. No big deal. And with that, I'll be right back. Apparently, it takes me 17 minutes to start. Took me like less than 5 minutes to start it. Which is not bad. On the negative side, I didn't get the chance to finish my breakfast. Wow, this guy's really pulling everything. Oh yeah. This far, it's gonna be a quick one. This guy's just pulling everything. It's not gonna make it easy for nobody. Oh, ice shards. Awesome. Definitely could use that. Ooh. Ah, well, I were right there. Jeez. I think he just picked up too many of those mobs. Thought he was Superman or something. Uh-oh. Let's see. Those fucking tank, what the hell? Jeez. There we go. Really? Yay! That was interesting. What an effort. And of course I got freaking gravity on. For like about 7 more seconds or something. 5 more seconds. And I don't even know how long I'm gonna be turned like this. What the hell is that? Oh. Turn to those kind of monsters? Five shards, nice. Way past that. And of course a whole bunch of more mobs. Oh, he's already Dark Knight. He would have been dead for sure already. If it wasn't for his Living Dead spell. I have to back up the heal. Basically, Cena can't keep up with it alone. I hate when these healers are nuking because I understand they're trying to help, but you know, it beats the purpose of their job when they can't fully commit to keep the tank alive. Like really? You know, don't nuke. I could do the nuking just fine. The assistance in nuking is not required. The healing, however, is. But you tell them something like that, and it'd be like, oh, being a healer means to nuke as well, blah blah blah, whatever. They have no business being healers, and that's going to be the case. They could back up and assist fine, but they do it like too much. Like, yeah, I'm gonna nuke, you know? Fuck the healing. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I screwed that up. Oh, he's dead, finally. Oh, so.
Oh, bugger it.
So.
Are you all right? Aye. Aye. Everything's still attached.
Ah, it seems both our paths led here. Very good. We spent altogether too much time fleeing fiends horrid and numerous. How fared you?
Defeating them. Oh.
Much the same, then. 'Twould appear this place is yet inhabited by King Theodoric's kin, or what is left of them. The work of terrible magics, I fear.
Terrible, aye. But their misfortune is our fortune?
It's our fortune?
Quite. By the 12, there is even more than I imagined.
I'm not gonna get rich. I bet you're not. I mean, there's a lot of gold there.
Oh, I can't wait to see the look on Lisa's face. Thanks for believing in me, you two.
Dang. Expert relax now unlocked. Okay. Interesting. It's just one dungeon, I guess. That's pretty far. Oh, the three looks pleased with themselves. What you been up to? I'm glad you asked, Lise, and I'm pretty sure you're going to like the answer. You're joking. The Mad King's Trove? I thought it was a myth. So did plenty of people, but they didn't have Keith and Alfred in their party. The credit for finding it should really go to them. As for what to do with all it love, I vote that it go towards alleviating the suffering of Alamigo's poor. Gosh, if there's such a way, there's as much as you say. And I did not exaggerate. I assure you, we could not hope to carry even a fraction of it out of our own. I even taken the liberty to sketching out a rough map of the ruins. If you assembled a squad of your most trustworthy fighters, you should be able to find a route there and to the treasures lies. Understood. I'll make every point is accounted for, and that goes for the spending of it as well. Thank you. Is there one more thing when the time comes to draw it up a plan on distributing spoils? I would ask that you consult offline. I don't have a head for details. I am not educated. I see that simply handing out the sacks of gold won't solve anything, but I couldn't rightly tell you what to do instead. Oh, I know the feeling. I welcome any advice you could give us off or not. Of course, I shall be at your disposal. Commander, we got a problem. Deep breath. Tell me what happened. A mob gathering outside the headquarters and they started making demands. They best come and see for yourself. Making demands? Really?
Step back, all of you!
Like hells we will! We know who you've got in there!
We're not leaving till you hand her over!
That woman?
Bring her out! Bring her out!
What's going on? Someone let slip about Fedora.
It's true then! The bitch really is in there! I knew it! I bloody knew it! We demand vengeance! Bring her out! Today we butcher the butcher!
Butcher the... Come on, you don't mean that! We'd be no better than the Imperials if you'd all just calm down! Calm down! That monster and her thrice damned skulls dragged my man from our home and beat him to death in the street!
Aye! And my dad! That bitch has spilt enough blood to fill a lock!
We all know her crimes. She's a traitor and a
Oh, damn. Damn. Clip the back side.
So that's what all the fuss is about. Hearken to me, brothers and sisters of Alamigo.
Hey, who's this?
That's the Bull of Alamigo.
My friends, you are not alone in your anger, your grief, your despair, for it is mine as well. That gnawing pain in your breast, it is enough to bring an old bull to his knees. But I ask you, brothers and sisters, to think not only of the family and friends who are cut down before your very eyes, but to think also of the ones who were abducted, the ones who may yet live. Where were they taken? What became of them? These questions demand answers. I share your thirst for justice, for vengeance. But we will gain only fleeting satisfaction if we give in to our base appetites. We will never know the truth. Now is the time that we, the people of Alamigo, must decide what manner of nation we will build for ourselves and for generations yet unborn. When they look to our example, will they see a people who held fast to their principles, or one who cast them aside when tried? I say to you, it is our responsibility to give these prisoners a fair trial, that they might answer to all of Alamigo. The Garleans called us savages, and I'll be damned if we prove them right.
Hey, how the other place will just come and smack him. What the hell are you clapping about?
I know you're right, I do. But I can't.
Like, I can't. I want vengeance. Bring the bitch out. You want a hug? I only got one hand. It's okay. Maybe put some light up in this place. Just a little bit. Not that much light. My things were gone. Listen to their anger. I could feel myself being swept away. 'Tis a difficult tide to stem. Towards us the same range which brought us to our feet and carried us to victory. But now the war is over. All the unspent fury is being channeled into vengeance. Aye, and it's not just here. We'll put reports of mobs forming all over. They've been targeting folks known as to have cooperated with the Garleans. It started with the insults most often, then someone picked up a stone. Some intrusive souls even thought to seek out the graves of Xenos and his officers. It was grim. Man, people's hatred is too much. I want to build a country where everyone, regardless of race or origin, can live side by side in peace. But maybe the time isn't right. Maybe people just aren't ready. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to try. The representatives will be here soon, and I'll be damned if they're going to give up all before I even begun. And who is these representatives exactly? All villagers, elders, refugees, leaders, and the likes. It wouldn't be right for us to dictate the nation's future on our own, so we planned a summit of sorts. We've been invited an Amanta and the Quickern to participate. Alamigo stands on the crossroads, and this meeting will decide which path it takes. The matter of Fordilla sentence cannot be suffered to disrupt proceedings. Then let us execute her and be done with. She finds herself asked to be put to death. Nago, I already explained why we wouldn't do that. Sending her to the gallows might satisfy people right now, but where would it end? Should we round up everyone who cooperated and everyone who didn't resist? There would be no one left, and be no better than the Arctic Eldinos. Begging your pardon, but I might be allowed to speak with Fordola Only I caught a glimpse of her past. A moment of it, anyway, during the fight. She's done terrible things, aye, unforgivable things. But in some ways she's a victim of the circumstances in which she was born. And that's something I can't understand. Alright. Speak with the prison guard when you're ready and I'll come in and join you. I want to talk to her too. I'll return to my duties then. We've barely begun to investigate the facilities where they gave Fedora her powers. Be fairly warned, friends. She will test you. Don't let her emotions color your judgment when she does. Dun 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 dun. Oh yeah. Before I finish this, let me determination for great range, blah blah blah. I should really make some room. I don't want this fucking food. I'm just gonna toss that out. I'm surprised those Aluminians are not trying to kill her themselves. Very good guards. Hello, bitch.
Well, well, well. So many visitors. Come to have a good laugh, have you?
I will laugh.
Or do you mean to put me out of my misery? To finish what you started? It's about bloody time.
That's not why we're here, no. Do you remember what I said? How I promised you you'd live long enough to see us win our freedom? Well, I meant it. And not to mock you either.
You're wasting your time. All of this is pointless! There's no reason to keep me alive, and you know it! I killed your men. I killed my men! And you know what my only regret is? That I didn't kill you when I had the chance!
That's a lie, and you know it! You think we can't tell what you're trying to do? That we're blind? Yeah, you're a fool, but you're not stupid. You're ruthless. Relentless. You'd give up anything and everything to get what you want. You didn't come this far, climbing over the bodies of your own brothers and sisters just to piss it all away. I see you, Fedora. I see you for what you are.
That's when she was a girl.
Come along, Fedora. We mustn't be late. The Imperial Viceroy will be attending today's banquet.
All right! Father, what's Lord Gaius like? Is he nice? Are you friends?
There you go again with all your questions. Lord Gaius is a great and honourable man who looks after all of Alamigo. He's very busy, and if we don't hurry, we'll miss our chance to see him.
Filthy tin-head lovers.
Father, what did that man call us?
What do you need to hear? I said.
The little tin-head lover doesn't know what she is, eh? A traitor, sweetheart. A backstabbing bitch who'd gladly betray her kith and kin to gnaw on what few scraps the Imperials deign to toss her. Like your bastard father and whore mother.
Ooh, man, he's gonna end up killing him. What a fucking...
That's not true! My parents are good people! They've never done anything like that!
Oh, but they were quick to help themselves and their bitch spawn, weren't they? You're just as guilty as them.
Yeah, they're gonna end up killing him. I'm surprised they haven't done anything. Somebody toss a rock at her? Really?
Fadola!
Traitors!
Uh-oh.
Please! You have to do something! My husband and daughter are in danger!
Soldiers of the Imperial Army are under no obligation to intervene in the disputes of Arn.
We're citizens! We have rights!
Ah!
Father, I'm scared.
It's all right. It's all right. They don't understand, but they'll see in time. They'll see that this is the only way to survive. Traitors! Traitors!
Oh man, that's a big ass rock. Uh-oh.
Let the savages have their fun. They'll be more compliant once they've tired themselves out.
Ow.
Fadola, please! You already have citizenship. Why would you want to become a soldier? Oh, gods! What have you done to your face?
Forgotten it already, have you? I'm honouring Father's memory.
By telling the world that you know better than a common savage.
Am I though, Mother? Are any of us? Can't you see? Citizenship means nothing to them. If you're not a pure-blood Garlean, you're no different from any other savage. So I'll play the part. I'll join the Legion and I'll make them respect me. And when the mob see that, they'll think twice before throwing their stones. Ansfrid, Rudolph, Emlyn. It's time. It'll be hard. Humiliating. They'll try to break us. Send us crawling back to our own kind. But we won't, no matter what. We'll bleed for them, die for them if we have to. We'll do whatever it takes to be free!
So, you mean to play the part one last time, eh? The unrepentant traitor whose death will serve to unite the people?
Shut up.
You had every chance to kill yourself. Fashion a noose from your clothes. Wait for the guards to leave you alone long enough to slip it over your neck.
I said shut up!
Oh, but then it would have all been for nothing, wouldn't it? Whatever it takes. That's what you...
That's what you said.
Been in my head, have you? Had a little peek at my past?
Yeah.
And what? A few stolen memories tell you everything you need to know, do they? Don't you dare patronize me! You don't know a god's damned thing about the life I've led! The bastards that killed him. The bastards that let it happen. My father deserved better! I swore I'd do whatever it took to make them pay!
She also she's seen my past as well. No, they've done something to her to be seeing my past. You see something. All that pain is too much. Too much for anyone. Your Earth 84, thank you for the host. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's too much. Too much for anyone. The things they've done to you.
The lies, the betrayal.
The betrayal.
The endless fighting.
The endless fighting.
And there you are stand. Unbroken.
Yet
How?
there you stand.
Why?
Unbroken. How? Why? Damn you. Damn you all.
You still have time, Fordola. Think about how you want to spend it. Let's go.
Huh?
Exacto. ¿Terminaste el café?
Gracias.
Ok, mi amor.
Hmm. Investigator for engineer. What's news? You spoke with Rodolia, I take it? Yes, as expected, she didn't say very much, but it wasn't totally a waste of time. I remember Roy noticed something odd about her. He thinks she might have a vision almost consistently, which is not how the Echo normally works. Have you found anything here which might explain why it's so different for her? Hmm. We've been hard pressed just to organize the research material, let alone study them. To be frank, I welcome the Scion's expertise, its expert assistance, if you have time to lend a hand. Magitech Pod. The device in which Krill was held seems even more anonymous. Now you know its purpose. The surrounding pod are marked supply subjects, while this one bears the label master subject. I have received a request from the Alliance to analyze the device, and I've been recording everything of interest. Did you notice the labeling? All the pods are designed to drain the ether of the occupants, save that one right there. Unlike the others, the interior been fitted with an array of sensors to measure etheric waveforms. To what purpose, however, I couldn't tell you. Interesting. They might have done something to Corel. Falling scrap of parchment. Idle conversation forbidden. Eating and drinking prohibition. The falling scrap of parchment appears to be a list of facility regulations, but nothing of interest. Okay. So many bodies, every one of them a victim of these experiments. Wow. Few showed any signs of external injury. For what I've been able to determine, they perished from forcible ether extraction, such a miserable way to die. Taken in combination of the testimonies of Corel and Dentred, I do begin to see exactly what the Imperials were attempting here. The enhancement procedure entails infusing a single candidate with ether, syphoned from the multitude of supply subjects. As for the master subject, in the case Corel, the patterns of her etheric activity will provide the model upon which they would artificially engineer the candidate's aura. In other words, they were trying to create Corel's echo. I believe so, which will explain our prisoner's present state. Corel is possessed of an unrivaled ability to hear the whisper of the soul, and it seems probable that the procedures engendered the same acute sensitivity in Fondola. The soldiers who guard Fondola, many of them lost friends and family to the skulls. And there's a sentry at her door, night and day. Yet she can't help sensing their thoughts and seeing their past. But you don't see their past, you live it. All the emotions, all the pain. Imagine what it'd do to you. You'd never be the same again. Indeed, as you may recall, Ayesa was completely transformed by a single glimpse of Heroswog's past. Cordola has been forced to experience the agony of those who lives and she destroys. The guilt she must be unbearable. That explains her request to be executed. Sounds to me like a kind justice. Regardless, she can suffer on for now. We have more pressing matters for her to consider. As a result of these experiments have been relayed back to Garlemald, there will be naught to stop the Empire from repeating the trick. They could give the echo to anyone, to an entire legion. We must be ready. We must learn all we can of these godforsaken procedures. And Fedora remains our best source of information. She's not been getting her wish. Not yet. Right. Keep faith, lads. If you're convinced to others to follow you, you must believe what you're telling them. People will respond to passion, but not if it's fiend. I understand. Thank you, General. We should lead the flames to do it. Let's go. Son, I'm looking for answers about the Echo and ended up schooled by Ramold. Yet more evidence that I don't know what I'm doing. It is no wonder people listen to him and not me. General Alden is a veteran of countless campaigns, Lise. You cannot compare yourself to a commander of his experience. I know. But I also know that I couldn't have convinced that mob to give up and go home. It makes me realize how much we rely on his authority, and how much I still have to learn. I wonder what he'll do when things here are settled. I mean, it's just his homeland. After going to trouble of winning it back, might he not want to stay? This is a quandary which countless refugees now face. To continue the life they built in Udall, or start again in the land of their birth. Kirito, a moment. I am newly returned from Uda with a message from the Sultana. Her Grace desired an audience with you. She understands that you have responsibilities here, but asks that you visit the palace at your earliest convenience. I must away and attend to the other business. Until next time, my friends. An audience with the Sultana, depending on the nature of her consultation, this might be the perfect opportunity to inquire about the General's future plans. Yes, I'd like to know about these off and on, but not everyone is as comfortable interrogating royalty as you. Take no notice of him, Kirito. More food and more crap. Call, blah blah blah. What is this? Lock. Luminaire. Okay. I guess I have to go to the Uda, right? If I'm not mistaken. The journey. So it's, Secret of the Laboratory in Uda. Okay. Alright. It's time to make the way there. But first, we've got a Ragnar Reach. Whoops. Yep, I got what I need to get the next item. But why not? Alright. Will get me that ring. Let me see here. 230. Magic accessory. Give me the ring. Definitely need the ring. Equipped. Bam. I'm at 323. That's what I'm talking about. And with that, I'll be right back, guys. Just gotta use the restroom real quick. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see. 8. Oh, there it goes. To the Sultana. You are expected, my lord. Please proceed.
I thank you for answering my summons in these most interesting times. You have been busy.
Yes. Yes, I have.
The liberation of Alamigo will have far-reaching consequences, and there is a matter upon which I would seek your counsel. I speak of Rauban and his future. All know the tale of his rise from penniless refugee to member of the Syndicate and General of the Immortal Flames. Yet though he has come to call Uldar home, it will never be his homeland. He is a son of Alamigo. And now that she is free, I thought it only a matter of time before he sought my leave to return to her. Indeed, I had resigned myself to his loss. Suffice it to say, I was greatly surprised to hear him speak so lightly of handing over the reins in Alamigo and retaking his place at my side. I will welcome him with open arms, of course. He is my most trusted advisor and my dearest friend. But I have known the man a long time, and beneath that steely gaze, I spied a flicker of doubt. Whether Raubarn chooses to remain in Uldar or return to Alamigo, I only wish that he do so with a heart unburdened by guilt or regret. Yet how can he freely make such a choice, knowing how much I depend on him? It is past time that I learned to discharge my duties as a sultana alone. I must go forth and see my realm with my own eyes, and hear the wind with my own ears. Might I have your company for a brief adventure?
Sure.
Wonderful. Allow me a moment to change into something a touch less conspicuous, and I will join you outside.
Right. Adventurer's Guide. That's where she's at. Okay, let's see. Oh, there she goes. Perchance you remind the lure of the merchant daughter. This is the personal I assume I venture beyond the palace will also observe my subject on notice. Ordinarily, Papa Sean would accompany me, but for this particular outing I need an advisor, not a minder. And that is why I requested your company. Over the course of many adventures, you have met people from all walks of life, and in every corner of Eorzea I would make use of your worldly experience. Now, let us be on our way. Our first destination is Stone Throw, just beyond the Gate of Nald. None. Right. Let's see. Oh, she's right there. I missed her. Look upon these processions of tattered tents. These refugees campus squalors at the mercy of the elements and Thaw's predators both. The city of my world offers safety, but the streets overflow with people as it is. And unless blessed with by the hand of Nod himself, no refugees could ever hope to afford a dwelling in Uda. 20 years have passed since the fall of Amigo, and 5 since the calamity. Yet the plot of poor has grown more desperate. Not less as a sultana, the blame falls upon me. Have you done your best, Grayson? You have done your best, Grayson. You have done your best. Then my best has not been good enough. Shall we press on? I would follow the road to unholy here. Okay, what's next? What is the next? Oh, okay, way down there. How the hell that woman beast need to go down there? I'm taking a shortcut. This cave here just goes straight into over there. It was here, in this wholly unremarkable place, that my mother and father met their doom. I was but a child at the time. My parents were returning from an inspection of our interest in East Island when an ultimately rockslide crushed their carriage. To this day, it is not certain if the incident was simple misfortune or an expertly planned assassination. Ribal once offered to reopen the investigation and bring me to the truth. He assumed I must surely crave, but I refused. Even if our parents' deaths were orchestrated by the monetarists, we could only have brought their hirelings to justice. The true ones who plotted to put me on the throne as a biddable puppet were ever beyond my reach. Thus did I plan to strip the merchants of their power and place our nation in the hands of our citizens, quite unaware of the consequences my actions would have for you and yours. I shudder to think how many godly souls paid the price in my nativity. But I am no longer a child reciting words with a witless obedience, and I will not be used as a pawn of the minister's damnable games. Forgive my outburst. You are one of the few people whom I feel I can speak my mind. Come, let us return to Uda and visit the Colosseum. Okay, back to Uda. Okay. Let's see. And she is Colosseum. Gladiator's Guide. Okay. There it goes. There she is. From the moment I became Sultana, I found myself thrust into an endless parade of document signing and ceremonies. For years, I simply signed where I was told to sign, and sat where I was told to sit, blissfully oblivious to what any of it meant. Yet, one good thing did come from the enormous chapter in my life, for it was during an official visit to the Colosseum that I first met Rabal. The match I had been invited to attend was not all but as I expected. They had pit the bull of Amigo against some dozens or so rival gladiators. Blinkered though I was, I did not stand for so obvious an injustice and demanded to see a fair fight, one man against another, and my royal wish was duly granted. It was not until later that I learned of the gambling ring which had arranged the Rambal to die at the stand of that day. Regardless, my intervention meant that Rambal had but a single opponent to dispatch, which he duly did, and when he knelt before me to receive the winner's purse, he swore that he would one day offer me his blade in service. Surrounded as I was by liars and manipulators, I confess I dismissed it as a pleasant piece of theater. As you know, Rambal is a man of his word. Though it took him another 5 years of fighting on those bloodstands, he amassed a fortune so great as to buy not only his freedom but a seat in the syndicate, and then I had my blade. Oh, that dude was done.
Your Grace, you mustn't! The danger is too great! Please, Your Grace, come back! I beg of you!
It seems you're the one who needs looking after, Master Shum. Rabban!
Your Grace, I have kept the promise made.
So you have, and in turn, so too shall I keep mine. With your winnings, you have become one of the 6 most wealthy souls in all Uldar. And so, as tradition dictates, Rauben Aldin, you have earned yourself a seat on the Syndicate. May your new station garner you still greater glories.
I am honored, Your Grace, and vow to serve with every fiber of my being from this day till my last. Long live the Sultana, and long live Uldar!
Okay. Where is that? Third mage guide. Okay. This should be right outside over here, if I'm not mistaken. When the calamity threatened, Ubal led the Alliance force into battle on the plains of Kotonou, and I remained here. I pray for all my heart of anchored Louis would have the power to rose the 12. Since that day, I have made a custom of visiting the shrine during each of my little excursions. Here, I seek the blessing of the Tao, reflected upon my choices, and ask myself if I am fulfilling my duties as a Sultana. You are rightly celebrated as a champion because you have led the line in hundreds of battles for the good of Eorzea, in which the same way I believe the Mistress of Minaj lies how she leads her people in times of adversity. I am not to be a sultana worthy of the name. I have not turned a blind eye to the trouble facing Udo. I have chosen my path, Kirito. Without me going down free with imperial chains, I finally see a way to aid the refugees. Already many displaced Amigos seeks to begin the long trek home. And as you well know, our artisan school shall be waiting to accept anyone who wishes to learn new trades. Realistically, however, it will take years for such training to yield tangible benefits. But we do not have years. These people will need shelters and employment if they are to survive, and this time the little treasure shall provide. Precisely where and how to all locate the necessary funds is, of course, another question. Might you ask a member of the syndicate for advice? Or why not seek the advice of one who employs refugees? I would say that. A wise suggestion may have a visit to the gold saucer is in order. Its proprietor is a member of the syndicate, and he is one of the few who pays refugees a fair wage. I wonder, are you acquainted with Godbert Motherville? Yeah. Then I need not explain his eccentric nature. Let us make our way to the landing, and I will see the word is sent to the gold saucer. Goldberg should be only too glad to receive us. Let's head on to the airship. Oops, went to the wrong area. Crap. No! Shit, kick my own stuff out. Okay, let's see, where's the... What is this? I'm up to 18. Can't remember. Okay. Just quit. Alright. Okay. Let's see. I just gotta find a teleport. There we go. Right there. Huh? I never actually got this one? All this time? Really? I had heard descriptions of his splendor, yet I never dreamed it would be so bright and inviting. No, I couldn't possibly. We did not come here for a fritter away the royal coins. Goldberg will be expecting us. Come, let us head directly to the lounge and not these godly temptations. I believe this is where we are meet Master Mandeville. Shall we sit a while and wait for his coming? Yeah, why not? There we go. I'll sit down chilling. My apologies, Your Grace. I kept you waiting. No apologies necessary, Goldberg. My request was sudden, and you were kind to make yourself available at such short notice. When my son, good friend, and the Sultana herself comes calling, there is no more important engagement. As the purpose of my visit, I will have your thoughts on how the Crown might best aid the refugees residing in Thailand. You are aware, I am sure, that many of the Amigos' displaced sons and daughters long to return to their newly liberated land. And you are also aware of how they suffer without shelter and work to sustain them. I will use our wealth to spare them that suffering. What advice have you for me on the matter of how it might best be distributed? The unusual circumstances of our meeting and your great choice of companion would suggest to me a desire for the honest and unvarnished opinion. I should give you one. My advice to you is stop. Taxing Uda's wealth to save our Megan's refugees is a terrible, terrible idea. You oppose my proposition? Most emphatically, I agree with your grace that the refugees must have housing and employment. But what profit is there for Uda in this arrangement? Profit, after all you have done for the abandoned displaced, I thought you the very last person to seek benefits from their misfortune. Forgive me, your grace, for you appear to laboring under a misapprehension. It is fine endeavor to support one's fellow man. I fear, however, that your stance is one born of pity. Your intent is to save the refugees, is it not? For all our potential, we are ordained creatures by nature. If unconditional charity is all we know, then we begin to rely upon it, to expect it. And then we must consider Uda's own poor and downtrodden should they hear of you spending the nation's coins, not to improve their lot, but to nurture the distant citizens of Amigo. It is unlikely they will applaud your generosity. Surely it is not your grace's intention to foster new resentments, but to spread goodwill. Indeed, any support I pledge to the refugees must promote self-sufficiency, while also serving the intents of the peoples of Uda. Exactly. So, such an arrangement will create a far more equitable relationship with returning our Megans. Even as it generates the revenue requires when to win the approval of your subjects. You have given me much plunder, Master Melville. I thank you for your condor. Prophet, the thought never even crossed my mind. But standing about laminating my naivety will not do anyone any good. I should consider my lesson learned and pressed on. Kirito, you are perchance acquainted with the stressful merchants. If my attempt at philosophy is obliged to reap a profit, I would seem wise to consult someone with the knack of business. Ordinarily, I would not trust any agent of the East Lean Trading Company. But if you hold his Hancock's fellow in high esteem, I am content to be led by you. You may repay my faith by journeying to distant Kugane and speak with him on my behalf. Eager though I am to visit those shores, I have not the leisure for a lengthy sea voyage. Now, assuming you will travel as adventurers are wont to do, I shall await your report at the Uda. A fair journey to you, Kirito, and swift one, if you please. Okay. To Kugane. Yep, that's right. Let me see what the hell am I going at. Yep, that's I figured. But I'll take the long walk. I could just teleport there, but yeah, why not? Let me just take the walk. Because all I do is teleport, teleport, teleport. Kirito, to what do I owe the pleasure, or are you here on business? I beg your pardon? Her Grace the Sultana would have my opinion on how best to invest the wealth of Uda. My dear Kirito, I have you to thank for this recognition. I am sure and I am flattered that you came to me, truly flattered. But why settle for a lowly apprentice, when you could have the master upon matters of profit? There is no living soul better qualified to advise her grace than Chairman Loloreto, a man whose morning exertions are said to fill his garter robe with gold. I should be happy to arrange a meeting for you. Say, say at the Science's former headquarters in Downline, the Waking Sand, was seen a suitable danger venture for negotiations. Don't you think? Fare you well, Kirito, and may your dealings prove fruitful. Okay, time to go back. Bum. Okay, so I'll go out here. Should be out here waiting for me. So. There she is. Alexa, what's today's temperature?
Currently, in Bronx it's 55 degrees with clear skies and sun. You can expect more of the same today, with a high of 60 degrees and a low of 48 degrees.
Alexa, turn AC on.
Okay.
Welcome back, Hazel. Did your merchant friend have any useful advice or share? What? With Lolorito? And you agreed to this? I'm aware of his standings in the field of business, but I hope to keep in monitors at arm's length, and him in particular. Nay, I cannot live in fear of that man. I must learn how to treat with him if I am to rule Uda effectively. Very well. Olima Loreto, let us go on to the waking sands and prepare for his coming. So this is where the Scions first congregated. I've heard many tales, but never had the occasion to visit. To work then, the hours of the meeting years draws near, and I would gather my thoughts. Pray see to it that we have the appointed room to ourselves.
A personal summons from the Scions. This must be important business indeed. Though, if it concerns anything so underhand as an assassination, I fear I can be of little help.
This guy laughs. So evil.
You have made your point. 'Tis indeed unsettling to find oneself seated across from an impassive mask. There, would this better please your grace? Or should I address you as Lady Lilira?
Nay, the deception has served its purpose. I am glad to see you found amusement in my little jest, Lord Lolorito, but shall we proceed to the business at hand?
By all means. I must say I am most eager to hear your proposal.
Simply put, I would aid the refugees camped in Thanalan in their efforts to return to Alamigo. The reparations you paid in the wake of your earlier misdemeanors will be used to fund the endeavor, together with the fortune seized from the late Teleji Adeleji's estate. But this plan is not intended to benefit the displaced alone. I would make of this an investment which shall enrich Uldar and Alamigo both. And who better to consult on matters of profit than the wealthiest man in all of Thanalan? I beseech you then, Lord Lolorito, share with us your mercantile wisdom.
Ah, 'twould seem your grace has matured beyond acts of earnest yet misplaced charity. Pray tell me more. To summarize, In return for facilitating the repatriation of refugees and assisting in the establishment of new industry in Alamigo, you ask that a proportion of all subsequent profits be promised to Uldar. Huh, I am impressed, Your Grace. 'Tis an elegant solution, albeit one lacking certain crucial details, specifically which industry and where.
How swiftly you identified the weakness in my plan, just as I knew you would. Your travels have taken you across the length and breadth of Gir Abania, and you know the land far better than I. Which of the settlements you visited would best provide a home for our refugees? Which has the greatest potential to flourish, given the appropriate investment?
Yes, a quarry town certainly does carry the potential for profit. At least it would do were it situated anywhere near a lucrative market. It would cost more to transport the materials than they are worth, in my humble opinion.
Okay.
Ah, yes, that desolate little village on the shore of Loch Seld. I know the Saltry and its products well. The Imperial invasion brought an end to their more widespread distribution, much to the dismay of many a wealthy gourmand, myself included. Salt has ever been a transformative ingredient, and in this instance, I dare say, it could transform a modicum of effort into a mountain of gil.
The local citizens will need to be consulted, of course, but I trust the East Aldenar Trading Company can be relied upon to provide its assistance in negotiating a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Naturally, Your Grace. I shall dispatch representatives well-versed in the extraction of this white gold and wring every last ons of profit from its production. The Loch's bounty will contribute to Alamigo's enrichment, whilst easing the burden on the bull's aching shoulders, just as Your Grace desired.
A deal is struck then.
Katie to your back, but in Nanamo's, oh sorry. Are you allowed to talk about your audience with the Sultana? So, Rubal says he's going to return to Uda, but she isn't sure he wants to. Tell us something we don't know. But I'm pleased to hear she's committed to helping our refugees come home. And this plan is realizing the Sultana does make a lot of sense. Quite how you convince her to seek the Loretto's help is another question. After all that has happened, he is the very last person I would expect for her to turn to for advice. But on a more practical note, please, assuming the interim government elects to accept Muda's proposal, I have one caveat I should like you to include in the bargain. Alamigo must be permitted to cover a portion of the investment. We have a portion at our disposal after all, and it's allowing Udaz to provide the entirety of the capital will offer Loretto too much control. Honestly, Alfred, it's like Hugane never happened. Never happened. What exactly does a ruthless profiteer have to do earn your trust? But yes, you do make a good point. First things first, though, we need to discuss this proposal with the sultry resonance. Uskar, how do you fancy explaining the Sultana's plan to your grandfather? I'd like to hear what Watt thinks of the idea before he agreeing to anything. Right away, Commander. Would you mind coming along, Kaito? I might need you to fulfill the details. And I shall come as well. Shall one wish to discuss the figures? My knowledge of the nation's finances may prove useful. Hey, what's going on, Blue Titan team? MC support, thank you, appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support, appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are the best, though. You know, TMC always throwing support out there. And I just complete. Oh, that's right. That's right. These my blue men fly away. How's everything right now, Blue Titan? How's the day so far? Oops, I passed it. There we go. One minute mission brings you young arms to old ones this time. They want to rebuild the Saltari when their Kaito told him about the deal. Well, bugger me, we never had the coin or the hands to put the place back to how it was, but it sounds like that's about to change. There's just one small wrinkle to your plan. It doesn't account for all the nasty occurring up to eating anyone who goes near the shore. The king used to send soldiers to cut the buggers, but the Imperials weren't about to help the likes of us. Don't worry, Granddad, we'll take care of all that. Commander Hex has been talking about starting a regular patrol, and I'm sure she'll assign me to the log if I asked. I appreciate that, Whisper. My lad, truly I would. So, does this mean you've gotten better with the blade of yours? I've been training but mostly to kill Imperials. Yet, do some experience hunting monsters, don't you, Kaito? Think you could cast an eye over a few of the local beasties and teach them how to deal with them? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's not waste any time then. I see you at the lock. Let's check those monsters quick. This will be busy attending to the local fauna. I shall have Master Wa explain to me exactly what is required to restore the Saltry to its former glory. Good hunting. Oh, okay, it's like right there. And how am I supposed to discover his weak point? His tail or something? The head? Discovered Gabby's weak point. Okay, so how am I supposed to rediscover that? Was it like scanning the area? The parts? Maybe. I would say it would be the area right here, but no. Searching in the surrounding for Gabby, name the camera. Okay. It's only that one, so. Start with the Gabby's weak point. He has no eyes. Yeah, this is annoying. I don't know what to do with this one. The jaw. The Gabby's entire body is protected by a hard capacity, but the underside of the head looks soft and wonderful. And also, if you find a Gabby, the same hitting the shells like cracking a rock. Any suggestions? The shot is on the head and just hit it as hard as you can. Let's look at the head. One of them to the head. Are they? Right then. Wish me luck. Good for him. That's how you do it. Thanks, Nita. She told me it even went down like a sack of potatoes. Let's find something else. This one's gonna wear me out. Well, in any case, I can always continue this mission another time. You see here. I'll try to check the estate real quick. What I'm going to say other than that, I don't know. Oh, okay. Just made a sale. Something sold. 70. $900. That's enough. So there. What's that? And with that, this will be the end of my stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming by supporting the stream. I also want to give my thanks to TMC supporters. Also, I want to also give my deepest thanks to Blue Titan and Steel F84 for tossing me a host. So, until then, everybody, take care. God bless, and until next time.